Yes. So this is going to be a 10-day boot camp, visual boot camp. And if I have to say, we started the plan 30 days before. And it's just three of us, myself, Piyush, and Natasha, three of us together, we started it. And when we did that, mostly it was something like a visual festival that we wanted to conduct. And going forward, then we thought it's going to be very strenuous. So we broke it into 10 days and thought one speaker per day, and the conversation will float in terms of sharing content, knowledge, and building connectivity also, the main purpose of this visual boot camp. And on that note, I will just introduce my other two organizers, which is Piyush uh, and Natasha. Piyush,
Yeah.
could you just come on video and just address the participants, please?
Hi.
Good one. Hi.
Hey,
Hello.
hi. So nice to see this. Wow, we have 175 participants today, and I'm hoping we had total registrations of around 290 till now, and
Okay.
there are 175 people, so we can expect around 60 to 70 more, and I'll keep admitting. So I welcome you all to this massive visual festival, Visuals at Work, and this is our intention, as Agalya has already mentioned, that we want visual thinking to be more popular because we see this. I see this here from the Netherlands. Agalya and Natasha are already into visuals and graphics, and we want the visual revolution to be more popular and it should reach each and every one. And that's why we have kept the price so low that everyone can join. And after this boot camp, you will be empowered to use visuals at work. That's our main motto. Not only visuals, but you will be also empowered with facilitation techniques. If you are a manager or a trainer, you will learn a lot in these 10 days. So yeah, this was Piyush, and today's host will be Agalya, and I'll be helping Agalya as a co-host. Yeah?
Thank you. Thank you so much, Piyush.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
can I have Natasha on spotlight, please? Hi,
Hi
Natasha.
everyone, can you hear me?
Hello. Yeah, we all can hear you. Go on.
Hi everyone, I will be graphic recording this session and welcome to Visuals at Work Bootcamp. I'm really excited and very nervous as well. This is our first as a group, as a team, and a global event. This wouldn't have happened without you all and the speakers.
And
Welcome.
yeah, and of course, it was a very overwhelming support from community members and
Yes.
influencers. Thank
Yes.
you, Natasha. So I'll just get back to what I was doing. Um, yeah. So a little bit of giving an introduction about this whole session and running you through the whole camp. Um, we were just a minute. Okay. When you're posting pictures on social media, of course, just one key line is hashtag us with visuals at work. Visuals, V and A and W. V for visuals, A for at, and W for work. In uppercase, everything else in lowercase. Also, do tag us. We are in Facebook and Instagram. It's visuals at work bootcamp. So if you can either hashtag us or both, hashtag and tag us both, it will be very nice. So we can start reposting your work as well in our own pages. That's about the social media. And a little bit of a small ground rule that we hear. They say, it's comfortable because you're going to be drawing a lot in all the 10 days to come. So sit in a comfortable position. Having a headset is always the best way. So it's preferable that if you have a headset, because if you're going vocal, then probably we won't have the disturbance. Have a notepad and pen to scribble your thoughts, because a lot of activities are going to be up for the 10 days. So having a notepad dedicated for this is a very good suggestion, I would say. And we will be muting all of you. So if there's any question, chat box is something that we use to type your question. And when you are doing it, just mark Q so that we know it is a question, because there is so many chat that's going to come up. So if you mark it as a Q, then we will take that as a question and we will take it to the speaker if we are not able to see the chat box or something. Or if you want to be vocal about your question or want to express your opinion or other suggestion, raise your hand. There is a button called raise your hand in the participation phase. So if you raise, then we would rather unmute you and just hear what you have to say about the particular topic. That's about the ground rule. It keeps life simpler for all of us. And to run through all of you for the next 10 days, what's lined up. Today we have Carola Vermeulen, and she is going to talk to us about visualize your future, which means it's more of a mindful activity right now. And about this mindful activity, she's also going to take us to a future journey. Piyush, could you just work on, and even there is some noise, could you just work on it?
I'm trying.
Yes, thank you.
Can you,
And
Agalya, you can request everyone to switch off their mics.
yeah, please, can you just mute yourself, everyone, all by yourself? Thank you. Thank you so much. So firstly, Carola is going to take us through a mindful activity. The reason for having it on the very first day is because I think, seeing the situation of lockdown, it's better to do an inward journey a little bit. And then we are going to fall into techniques for the rest of the day. Tomorrow, it will be me who's going to talk about mental models and metaphors for collaborative leadership, certain tools and techniques that I have done, I have worked around. And third is going to be Willem Brand. She's going to talk about visual thinking and collaborative tools, where she will be adding more of energizers also. And then fourth is going to be Tim Hannon. He's going to talk about the storytelling and how to templatize them and how interesting can you carry a story. That's what Tim is going to talk about. And then we have Rahul Andrews, who is not a graphic facilitator, but he's a facilitator and a design thinker himself. And he's going to talk about how visual thinking has enhanced design thinking process in a very streamlined way. Then we have Piyush, also an organizer of us. He's going to talk about the digital marketing campaign and visual facilitation, how it helps in digital marketing. And then my screen is on. Just a minute. Okay. And we have Mike on 7th, which is, he's going to talk about sketch notes. And if people have not known Mike already, he's a person who coined the word sketch note. On 8th June, we have Olga Nils, and he will be more talking in terms of how to solve problems through visual facilitation. On 9th, we have Marco Bushman, who's also a leadership facilitator. He's going to talk more on terms of coaching and how to talk to your peers or clients in handling connection quotient. And the last one, but not the least, of course, that's Natasha Nambia. She's going to talk about visual PowerPoint and how animations can be employed in visual PowerPoint, in basic visual PowerPoint. So that's about the whole boot camp, all of you. Moving on to the next, that is introducing my speaker of the day, Carola Vermeulen, who is also a multilingual leadership expert and a mindful trainer and a coach. I know Carola as a friend of mine and also a facilitator of mine. She's a wonderful person, and more, if I have to talk about her experience, she has a 35 years of experience in facilitation zone. She's been working with Capgemini University, Capgemini before, and then with Capgemini University, also having a company organization of her own called Lead Yourself. And she's a content owner for pretty much very good products like ELP, which is Emerging Leadership Program, and Lead, both dealing with leadership. So today we have her with us. Hi, Carola.
Hello.
Hello. So yeah, that's Carola for us. The floor is open to you, Carola, all yours. And if there's any questions, like I said, I will be taking from the chat box. So thank you. Feel free to share your screen or do whatever. The participants here.
Okay. Well, first of all, the three of you, thank you for organizing this. I'm really excited to do this. A bit nervous too. I mean, I've never had such a big crowd, but I'm enjoying it. Let me see if I can share my screen. Yeah. Good. Actually, the videos of you are just in front of my presentation. If anything can be done about it, because it means I can't even read my own sheets.
Carola, can you minimize? Do you see a minimize button to minimize all the videos?
There's just that one slash, that because we don't see any of the participants, we see your screen clearly.
Okay, good. Yeah, done.
Yeah. Nice.
Thanks. So yeah, really excited, and thanks for all being here on Whit Monday on a nice day, and it's such a big amount of people. Like Agali already said, today is more of an experience of your own future self. Why would be visualizing that? Why would that be important? Actually, if you visualize your future, for your brain, it basically says it's already there. Your brain has the first experience of it being real. If you visualize, it creates neural pathways in your brain and memories. And there's been several studies from athletes as well, where they saw what's the difference between just visualizing doing things, actually practicing, or the combination. And they saw that doing both, practicing and visualizing, creates by far the best results. And since I definitely want you to have great futures, visualizing is a big part of it. It also helps you focus. If you really visualize your future, it helps you to focus on what you really want. And that inspires and motivates you. And by actually seeing it as if it's done, it helps build self-confidence. So that's why you would do it. So having said that, the program will be first visualizing that future self to get clarity on where you want to be in life. And then it's nice to visualize, but the idea is also that you work on it, because you have to help the universe a little bit. So from that, you'll be setting goals that will help you go towards your future self. You'll be sharing those goals, because actually talking about what's really important to you also makes it become more real. And the last part will be a priming exercise, where I will teach you a daily routine of about 10 minutes that will help you get in the right mindset to be working towards your goals. And then the last part is the Q&A. So I hope you're excited. I am. While we're doing the visualizations, I'd like to make a few comments. When you're visualizing, make the situation as clear in your mind as possible, with as much details, emotions, feelings, senses, so that you can really feel how it is if you have it. So when we're visualizing, bear in mind, make it as really clear as possible. And then practice it each day, preferably at the start of your day to get you going. Oh. So having said that, I will not be doing a lot of content. Like I said, it's an experience. I would like to take you to your future self. I remember at the beginning when I would be doing visualization exercises, I would not get a lot out of it, because I was trying so hard to really get it, that my subconscious wouldn't get it. So I invite you all just to listen to the visualization. I will read it out loud. You have to do nothing, just relax into it and just see what you get from it. Some people get visuals, and there are a lot of visual people here, so I'm sure they will get that. Other people will hear things, or will just feel things, or just know things. So whatever way you get it, it's fine. For now, just put your papers aside if you have them, or your pen aside, and just relax into the journey. Sit up straight, put your feet on the ground, spine straight, relaxed, not too relaxed, because people have fallen asleep and snoring has happened. No one will notice because you're on mute, but anyway, I'd like you to get it. And once you're ready, I'll start the visualization. So close your eyes. Noticing any sounds and just allowing them to be present. Neither pushing them away nor trying to hold on to them, but simply accepting their presence. And now take a few moments to get in touch with the movements of the breath. And as you continue to follow the breath, becoming aware of the places where your body is touching the seat or the floor. Noticing the weight of your body pushing down, feeling the earth supporting you. And on each out-breath, allowing yourself to sink a little deeper. And if you just entered this room, it's totally fine. Just go with the visualization that we're doing. And bring your focus of your awareness now into the toes on each foot. Perhaps noticing the contact between the toes. Perhaps tingling or warmth. And then when you're ready, noticing the sensations in the rest of your feet. Gently exploring the sensations on the soles of your feet, the instep, the heel. And perhaps noticing how sensations change slightly on the in-breath and on the out-breath. And then bringing that gentle curiosity to investigate your lower legs. To the sensations in the skin, the ankles and knee joints, the calf muscles. And on each out-breath, letting the calf muscles relax and soften. Noticing the upper legs, the fronts and backs of the thighs, the muscles around the hips. And on each out-breath, letting the muscles relax as best you can. Noticing the abdomen, the lower back. Noticing the sensations changing with the movements of the in-breath and the out-breath. Letting the breath be relaxed, flowing naturally. Noticing the rise and fall of the chest and shoulders. Letting the body relax just as deeply as you can. Allowing the out-breath to help you let go. Noticing your arms and hands and filling them with awareness and relaxation. And often, as you are beginning to relax more deeply, you'll notice certain sensations in the hands. Warmth or energy, tingling or pleasure. So notice those, if they're present yet. Letting the muscles in the neck soften and relax. Your jaw muscles relaxing. Your eyes softening. Your brows smoothing. Sometimes the mind will wander. And this is perfectly natural. It's just what the mind does. So when you notice that the mind has been wandering, just bring it gently back to noticing the sensations in the body. So after you've been scanning your body and are totally relaxed, imagine getting up and walking outside. And once you are outside, you see a hot air balloon and you walk towards it. And when you get there, you get in and you let it take off. The balloon gently goes higher and higher, and you see everything below gets smaller and smaller. The balloon drifts further and further away while you are enjoying the view. And at a certain point, the balloon starts descending again, and it starts taking you down to earth 5 years from now, 5 years into the future. Going down and down, you start noticing where it took you. And you can see more and more of the surroundings. Keep noticing where you are. This is where your future self lives. You, 5 years from now. Look around at the landscape. What colors do you see? What sounds do you hear? How does it smell? And once the balloon lands, you step out and move towards where your future self lives. Do what you need to do to get someone to the floor. Know that on the other side is your future self waiting to greet you. Yourself, 5 years from now. And as the door opens, what do you notice? Greet your future self and notice the way your future self returns your greeting, welcoming you into this time and place 5 years into the future. Take in this person, your future self. What does she look like? Notice how she stands. What are they wearing? Get a feel for their essence. Notice the inside of this house. What kind of person lives here? What are the colors and senses of this place? And now move with your future self to a comfortable place for a conversation. Perhaps your future self offers you something to drink. Really settle in and make yourself comfortable for a conversation with your future self. There are some questions that you might want to ask your future self. And begin with this question. In the last 5 years, future self, what stands out most in your memory? And then, what's the biggest shift you made? And now ask your future self this question. What is important for me to pay attention to in my life right now? What advice would you give me? And now take a moment and ask your future self your own questions and listen carefully to their answers. And now ask your future self one final question before you go. Good. Bringing this visit with your future self to a close, thank them for being here with you today and sharing their wisdom. And now, find your way back to the hot air balloon. and let it take off. Watching this world 5 years in the future grow smaller and smaller as you move higher and higher. And the balloon slowly drifts back to 2020, back where it started off. And as the balloon descends again, notice the Earth growing bigger and bigger. Notice the geography of the area while the balloon is going down and down, coming back to the place where it took off. And once it landed, you get out and walk back to where you were before. And in a few moments, I'm going to count from 3 to 1. And at the count of 1, you will be refreshed and alert, as if you have had the perfect amount of sleep and rest, knowing that you can remember everything you wish to from this inner journey. 3, coming back to present time, becoming more alert and refreshed. 2, wiggling your fingers and toes, stretching your body, feeling the ground beneath you. And 1, eyes open. So I hope you guys got a lot out of this visualization, and I'm perfectly aware of the fact that that won't be for everybody. Some people will have gotten bits of pieces, and others might not have gotten anything. And that's fine too. If you didn't get anything, this is the time to make it up. So I'll give you some time, all of you, to make some notes about what you want to remember of your future self visualization. And by all means, if you're a visual person, draw your notes. Because for the mind, it actually memorizes it better, and it also attaches more to emotions to it, and that also helps remembering you better. So I'll give you 2 minutes. So if you didn't get anything or not enough, make it up. It's your future. It's where you will be 5 minutes, 5 years from now. And for the new joiners, if you missed the visualization, draw or make notes about where you want to be 5 years from now. And then you will have caught up with the program. So take a deep breath. How is life in 5 years? So I'll give you 30 more seconds to finish either drawing your future self and your life as a future self, or make notes about your future self before we continue. Okay, now finish it off. Now that you know where you want to be 5 years from now, visualizing helps, but of course also you have to take some actions toward it. And the more action you take towards it, of course, the easier and the better you will achieve it. And what I would like you to do now, to help you move towards your future self, is to come up with 3 goals. 3 concrete goals, as concrete as you can, that will help you go towards your future self. It can be a short-term goal, or it can be a long-term goal, as long as it helps you move towards your future self. And here again, of course, by all means, make your goals visual. Write them down the way they come alive for you, or draw them the way they come alive to you. And for the people that might be struggling to come up with goals, I put on a sheet where you can see some areas that you might use to find your goals. And for instance, if your future self is healthier, you might want to pick the area of health, but then make it as concrete as you can. Don't say just health. What you could do is, for instance, say, okay, I will practice 30 minutes a day each week for 3 days. So make them concrete so you can see whether you've realized them, and that you know what you're working towards. I will give you 1 more minute. Okay. Now we'll move on to the next thing. So hopefully you came up with 3 goals that you want to achieve to move towards your future self. And if you share that with others, also that has been proven, it also makes it more likely that you'll actually get it. So in the next step, you'll be sharing your goals with a few people in a breakout room. You'll be assigned a breakout room. And I bet that's going to be a pretty large one because we have quite some participants. So in smaller groups of around 4 people, it says here pairs. We didn't expect such a large turnout, so way to go, people. So in groups of around 4, you will discuss your goals. So you present your goals, or first perhaps, since you're 4, and make sure that everybody has a time, share 1 goal, and ask the person that shares some questions. Be curious about the impact that reaching the goals will have on their lives and others. And how will their lives be different? How will they feel? So be curious about the impact of their goals. So you might want to take a picture of this screen so you can use it in the breakout room, because I think it's a lot to actually write down. But anyway, if you haven't, the idea is to just be curious about the others. It probably will be for strangers. You'll only have about 8 minutes. So make sure you do timekeeping and you really give 2 minutes to each person. So Agalia, could you open the breakout rooms?
Yes, I'm on it, and just give me a minute.
And you will automatically be brought back.
Well, yeah, it will be better if you can explain for 15 seconds what is breakout room so everyone knows.
Okay. So breakout rooms are, a set of, let's say you're going to one room in a corner with 5 people in it, 4 or 5 people in it, and you will be talking about this exercise. So this conversation is just going to be between that 5 people, and it will not be audible to the rest of the people who's in the whole participants list right now. Okay.
Yeah, having said that, if you go to the breakout room, by all means, put on your camera so you can actually see each other, and unmute yourself so you can hear each other talk.
Sure.
Yes. And you will be, no need to get confused. You will be able to be back in the main room. So breakout room is almost like a small room. And as the time gets over, you will again be brought back to this main webinar dashboard. So don't worry, technically nothing goes wrong there.
I'm opening all the rooms and unmuting all of you. So feel free to talk between yourselves.
So let's take the class. Could you please present me that now?
Hello.
Hello. Good evening.
Hello.
Hi, everyone can hear me as well?
Yes, you can.
Oh, nice.
Hi, Suma here.
Good to see you.
Hi, Vijay here.
Hello.
Catherine. Cyril.
Are you here?
So how many people are here? We have 24 participants.
Oh.
I think she
4 or 5.
She created 4 groups.
Okay.
Yeah, she created 4 groups. I think she should have let me.
No, I think
You guys need to pull us back. You guys need to pull us back and then make a group of 4s.
no, I think they've done. She's by mistake created 6 groups only. Well, probably she wanted to have only 6 people in each group.
Yes.
And how much time do we
Good to see you guys. 8 minutes. 8
So
minutes.
I'm calling Agalya and suggesting her. Don't worry.
Your hat is very good, man.
But this is good, meeting people from different walks of life and all that. Awesome. Great to meet you.
Good to see you all.
Jerome, that was great. Yes.
Yeah.
So nice.
Hey, so nice of you.
Welcome to the new normal, guys.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, tell me about it.
Welcome.
It seems like almost in-person meetup, right?
Yeah, most of the time, whole day we are in Zoom only.
Oh yeah, that is a new normal.
Oops,
Yes.
sorry for that.
Oh,
Sorry.
wow.
Hi, Willow.
So nice.
We love our new youngest participant. Hi.
Bye.
So while Piyush can get this sorted, I think it'll be great for at least some of us to start sharing, what we have for the goals and so whoever can share, at least we get some insights into each other's life.
So why don't
you
start?
go ahead?
Okay. No, I was just wanting to hear from some other people.
Okay, I'll go first.
Bring
I'll
the
go
change.
first if you want me
Yes,
to.
Suma, please
Shall I?
go ahead.
Okay. Suma here from Hyderabad, India. And I'm a project management professional. So all the projects, scheduling and all this kind of stuff. So, and I organize events, conferences, activities. My job is mostly community development. Okay. Yet, I always face a problem when I'm talking in front of people. That's in-person thing. Now, when it is visual, I can act and act and act, but still when it is in person, I freeze. So my first goal is to let go and be an awesome speaker. And the next goal is I'm on the obese side. So getting into shape. So the third goal, I'm still a work in process. So these are the three things for me.
I think, Suma, there is some telepathy between me and you. And
Okay.
some of the goals are similar.
Okay, I listed only two. So both of them.
Okay, I think we
Oh
will
my
be
God,
leaving.
breakout room is closing in 55 seconds. We just started talking.
Yeah, this happens. So that's why
Just an
smaller rooms were to
introduction.
be built.
Thank you
But
so much for sharing. Thank you so much for sharing.
yeah.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Suma.
Thank
All the
you.
best. Even I am
Thanks,
also
Suma.
having similar goals.
Good to
Thank
see
you
you.
so much. We look forward to connecting with all of you. Hope others connect
Yeah.
us together in a group. Still, let us stay in the group so that we can reach out.
Yeah.
Yes.
Very true.
Yes.
So,
Yeah,
but still keep thinking about your goals in your mind at least. And if you can write on the chat, that is also okay. So everyone can at least write on the chat, if not speak, then at least we will know what are the goals.
I can show also to become a good presenter and also to become a good trainer, because I do training for various technical and project management activity, and also
We are back with.
Yes.
we are back together on the main
room.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Let me close the video, else we are all going to have bandwidth
Let's
issues.
close our videos and let's close our audios as well. But the admin
yes.
will also Agalia, you can help us mute all the videos and audios.
I've muted everyone in audio. Yes.
So Agalia, we had a room of 20 people. I guess we could have made more number of rooms, so there'll be less people, but that's okay. We still discussed few goals and we have all at least thought of our own goals.
So could we just make it again? I mean, we are going for this exercise again we will reduce the time, but we are going for this exercise again, according to Carola.
Okay.
So I'm making 38 rooms right now. Just that it's taking some seconds to create.
Julie, you figured it out. Yay.
No. I think still we have 20 people.
We have 21 participants. So
No. Let's leave the room, guys. Let's leave the room and again be back in the mainstream. I think we have to stop this breakout room thingy because there might be some technical stuff.
breakout.
I think that is better.
Yeah.
Is that you didn't recreate the rooms, so they're still big. So I guess we'll just skip the exercise and bring everybody back and just apologize.
Just a minute.
So can you bring everybody back, Dalia?
So I'm the host right now, and breakout room unassigned are 9 people in progress.
Just please, just bring everybody back because they're.
I brought it.
Okay, thanks.
I brought it. Everyone is coming in 55 seconds.
Because they were still very big.
So Carola, we are skipping this activity, right?
Yeah, because it's otherwise it's going to take too long.
Yeah.
It's a pity, but.
First day, technical stuff.
No, we can always say that we were teaching you how to go in and out of breakout rooms.
That's very sweet of you to say.
You can call it speed dating.
Thank you. You guys are being good sports about it. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, so everyone will be back in 7 seconds now. Yeah, I think all the participants are back.
Yeah.
Yes.
I can see there are now 163. Probably some of them dropped off, which is a pity. Okay, guys. As you can see, this was not flawless, so we apologize. There was supposed to be a lot of breakout rooms, and that got mixed up. That's fine. It's our first day. The main thing is sharing your goals, and if you haven't done it here, after the session, just do it with people around you. So you make sure they know about your goals as well, and they can stimulate and motivate you to continue doing it. That works too. So no worries. So now that you've got your goals, hopefully, what happens often is that life gets in the way. You have your goals, you plan to do a lot of stuff, and then a lot of people around you have lots of demands, your work, your family, and then you don't remember them anymore. They just get lost. And of course, that's not the idea. We want you to really go for that future that you're excited about. And in order to do that, we're going to take you to the next step. And that is, we're going to do a priming exercise. So what is priming? Priming is the act of taking time to adjust your thoughts and emotions so you can live your life in your peak state. Meaning that while you're living your day, you're energized or you're calm, whatever your peak state is. In order to do that, you have to change your physical state. Because if you change your physical state, you can energize your body. You can feel different just by doing that. And that changes your mind. So that's what we're going to do next. The idea is that then afterwards, you do this every day. And these are the steps that you can take every day. The first one is energizing your body. So in principle, it's a 10-minute practice. So everybody should have 10 minutes of their time in a day. But the first step, you can do it differently. We're doing a breathing exercise that's based on the Kapalabhati breathing of yoga. But you can also go for a walk or a run or whatever physical practice you have in the morning. But it's important before you start the rest of the priming that you're energized. Because I don't know what about you, but often when I get up in the morning, I just feel like I'm tired, don't feel like really starting being active. And you can imagine that if you start that way, you'll lose time because it takes time to wake up. You may be worried about a day. That's not bringing you anything good either. So energizing your body, get rid of that. And then the idea is to practice gratitude. Gratitude, because wherever there's gratitude, there can't be fear. There also can't be anger. So that brings you in a positive mindset. Third step is experience, connection, and share. We'll do an energizing activity there. And the last step is to visualize the 3 goals and celebrate them as if they're there already. You don't have to remember it. For your own practice, you might want to take a screenshot so that you remember it. But if you look for priming on the internet, and especially the priming session of Tony Robbins, he has a 10-minute priming session that will also work just to do it and to help yourself start the day. So for now, I'll just guide you through the exercise, step by step, so you can relax again, sit down straight again. The first step, the energizing, that is by putting your hands up and then bring them down. And while you're going down, breathe out of your nose. So the breathing is through your nose, in and out your nose. So invite everybody to participate so you have your first experience of actually doing the exercise. And then we'll take all the steps so you can feel what it does if you do it. So everybody please bring your hands up. And when you're ready, take a deep breath and breathe out. Just follow me. Palms on your lap. And feel how this affects your body. You might feel some tingling in your hands, some energy through your body. You may feel some calm or excitement. And then prepare yourself for the second round of breathing. So hands up again. And again, breathe in and out through your nose. And when you put your hands down, it's breathing out forcefully. Hands on your lap again. Feel the energy. Feel your heart pumping. And the last round. So put your hands on your lap. Feel the energy through your body. Notice how you feel now. And then put your hands on your heart and feel it beating. Feel how it beats for you and you have to do nothing for it. And also feel where your heart is guiding you. How it's making contributions from the heart. And now feel energy through your skull, going through your upper body, your legs, out into the floor, through your feet, circling up again, through your feet, your legs, your upper body, and out your skull. And it can be any color of light energy that you bring towards your body. And with each breath, you're healing your body With each breath, you're healing your mind and your emotions. So breathe in through your skull. Let the energy go through your body, out your feet, up again, and out your skull. Really feel that energy flow through your body. And while it's healing your body and your mind and your emotions, it also strengthens you. So what are the qualities that you'd like to be strengthened? Your love, your compassion, your courage, your determination, your positivity, your caring, and now collect that energy into your heart and send it out to the world. Share it with others. Share your love, your courage, your connection, your determination, whatever quality you came up with. Share it with your loved ones, your friends, your co-workers, strangers, and even with people you might find challenging at times. And now we're going to gratitude. Because where gratitude is, there cannot be fear or anger. So let a situation come up that you're really grateful for. And just trust that whatever comes up is the right moment. Really step back into that moment that you're grateful for and feel the gratitude. Maybe a surprise birthday. Or even just a friendly smile. Now move on to another situation that you can be really grateful for. Either big or small. And really step into that moment again. And the more we also pick small moments, the more we will appreciate life. Because if you only pick big moments, then you'll not be grateful a lot of the times. It can be the simple smell of a flower. Really smell it, feel it, be in it. And then move to the third one. A third situation that you can be really grateful for, big or small. Feel the gratitude. Feel the appreciation of that moment. And once you're done, we're going to visualizing your goals. You had 3 goals that would help you towards your future self. And visualize the first goal. The first goal as if it's done. Your goal is reached. How does that feel? Celebrate reaching that goal. Feel the excitement. It is done. You achieved it. And then move on to the second one. Bring that one alive, as if it's done. Nothing to do anymore. You reached it. You're celebrating it. What is the impact on you and others that you've reached the goal? What are you happy with? And after you fully stepped into this goal, let it go and move towards the third one. Really step into that goal as if it's there, it's done. What's fulfilling you about reaching that goal? How do you feel here? Knowing that it's done, you've reached it. You're moving towards your future self. So, when you're done, let it go. Open your eyes again. And I'm really curious to hear how you feel after this exercise. What's your energy like? So please type that in the chat.
I could say Monisha saying positive and happy and Raj saying very calm. I feel alive. So we've got good connection. Vishwa is saying positive and calm, and Joseph saying confident, positive energy, very peaceful, feel relaxed, confident and joyful, relaxed and more clarity in thoughts, feeling positive, determined, powerful, full of energy, energized, inspired, joyful. Confused after the exercise, I changed my goals, so maybe more clear.
Okay, well, great to hear all the positive remarks about the exercise. And can you imagine?
Wrong time of the day for me to do this, have too much to do. We'll try the morning tomorrow. So someone has also said that they will try tomorrow.
Thanks for sharing that so far, Agalia.
Yeah.
Really,
I mean, someone is asking, is there any reference to all this? Is there?
Yes, if you, like I said, if you go to the Tony Robbins site, you can do the priming exercise.
Website of Tony Robbins. I'll just write it here.
And one of the resources is the priming, but there's also on YouTube a priming exercise of Tony Robbins. So that's helpful. And can you imagine what it would be if you could just start your day like this? That even if you feel sluggish, not feeling up for the day, still tired, and if you would start with just these 10 minutes, can you imagine what you could do?
I have a question here, Carola, and it also came in the chat window. Is it recommended for even people with heart problems? Because someone is saying that it is. I got a private message.
I saw that, and I'm really grateful for that remark.
Yeah.
Because if you have heart problems, the heart breathing, it should be softer. So that may be a little bit of walking, but it's indeed, if you have heart problems, the Kapalabhati breathing might be too heavy for someone. So then do it more quiet.
Yeah.
And I can see that someone's already
typed the link of it.
Thank you very much, Masagi.
Thanks, Rasagi. Thank you so much. Yeah. And thanks, and was meant to share it. Okay.
Yeah.
Sarita, just,
Yeah.
yeah, not. Thank you.
Well, I guess this was enough of the sharing. It's just, I really want to emphasize that if you start your day, it will change your life. I've done it a lot of times, and it's just so much easier to start your day and get towards your goals. And and often what happens, I mean, even as a leader, for instance, and I know there are a lot of leaders here, if you come up with this bad mentality at work because you feel like this, it will have an impact on the people around you.
True.
And we are all leaders of our own life, so why not bring the people around you the joy of your positive energy as well, apart from being able to reach your future self and your goals with more energy. Because from experience, this will make you want to move, because if you visualize your goals every day, it's like energy flows where attention goes, energy flows where focus goes. So each time you do that, that just helps.
Perfect. So there's one question that I've got. Would it be better to focus on your goals of the coming day or really future goals? So that's like, she's asking whether we have to be very specific about it, or
Well, great question. You can choose, and you can choose each day to do it different. I mean, you want to go towards your future self. But for instance, today I did my priming this morning, and since it was my first time with so many people, I was a bit nervous. So one of my goals was to celebrate this Zoom session, and to bring myself to the state of how it would be if it really would work very well. And that got me really excited. So you don't have to pick the same 3 goals every day, but make it, for instance, a sub-goal of the goals you choose. So it can be a daily thing, a weekly thing, a monthly thing. Whatever works for you that day.
True. So I think that answer is clarified. Is there any question? I mean, you people can post it.
I see also if I'm distracted and not able to visualize. Sometimes we're just all over the place, right? And it's very hard. I would say in that case, what helps for me at least is just to sit down in a meditative state and just ask yourself what's important, and just stay with that question.
Right.
And about cell phones, put them away when you're doing this. Put them on mute so you don't hear them.
Cool. So is there any other questions from participants? We have like another 15 minutes with us. If you can type it on the chat with the alphabet Q, I can read it, and we can discuss over that. Is there any other question? Distraction is actually the biggest issue, and I'm not talking about the cell phones only. That was one person. If this more effective when done in person as against
this, make sure people around you know that you're doing this. Make sure you're in a quiet room.
What's important, and stay with that. That was Rohit's comment. So any other specific question if anyone has?
Well, someone said, is it more powerful virtual or face-to-face? I prefer doing things face-to-face, and I really miss the connection. I train leadership programs all the time, and I love the physical connection with people. But it works virtually as well. Well, I hope so. I mean, if I see the reactions.
So someone has asked, when's the best time doing priming exercise? And also we have another question. What if my goals compete with each other? Which is like one, stands in the way of the other, or one is interruptive of the other. That's how I read it. What if my goals compete with each other?
First of all, I would do it at the start of the day. Because it's an energizing exercise to start your day. And gratefulness or something like that, and visualization, it's perfect, of course, to also do at the end of the day. It might make you go to bed happy. But I would definitely also do it at the start of the day, so you'll be reminded of your goals at the start of your day.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, when it competes with each other, that's the next question.
well, that's a good thing. I would say if you have goals that compete, look with the goals, what's the why behind it? Why are you having this goal? And check what's really important for you. And if you get to the why behind it, perhaps, and it's only a perhaps because I don't know what your goals are, perhaps you can find goals that are fulfilling the whys of the goals and come up with different goals.
Okay.
But that still fulfill your why.
That's for you, Simon. He has raised that question. And there is Sandeep who has asked, can you please throw more light on third step? Experience, connection, and share. That's what he's quoted.
That was, and I mean, I messed it up because I should have done the gratefulness before the energy exercise. So the experience of connection, that was by visualizing the energy and sending it out to the world.
Okay. Okay.
So that was the third step, but I messed up and switched 2 and 3.
Okay. And then we have a few more questions lined up. Someone had asked if the PowerPoint will be shared in the beginning. Okay, we will come to it later. What if your energy flow for a particular goal changes due to your change in your environment? That's possible, right? Your environment, you might have fixed something, just like right now, the environment has totally changed for whatever we've thought 2020 is going to be about. So in that case, how do you bring the focus back?
Well, I would say it may seem like a simple answer. Go back to visualizing your goals.
Okay.
And it may be that your goals change, because things change. I mean, through to the situation we have, goals might change. Then sit down and think of other goals that might be important right now. But definitely do that visualization exercise again.
Yeah.
So you keep that positivity.
Okay. And someone has asked, aren't we doing this for self rather than for others, or are we talking of including this in a virtual session you are running? Okay, I didn't.
There are different ways to interpret the question.
Yes.
Of course, if your goals are, I mean, I want to contribute to people. I want to have an impact on people's lives. So often in my goals, it is about my contribution and what I'm contributing to people and seeing that contribution done. So that's one way that it's not about yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but in the end, this exercise is about your goals in your life. But of course, it may mean impact lots of people around you.
Right. True. Agree. Is there any statistics or real case how visualization can help leaders visioning the future of their organization? Is there statistics or real cases? I think there are. I mean, if I have to answer it, I've read it myself. Mostly people like in Mind Valley, they talk about this. This is from Whale Jarman. So people from Mind Valley usually talk about how visualization helps carry you, I mean, bring you as a better leader. But throwing this question to you, Carola, is there any case study as such, real cases as such? I mean, I'm sure there is, but.
I didn't understand. I didn't hear the question very
good. Someone is asking, I think they are talking about the scientific nature of this. Is there statistics or real cases how visualization can help leaders visioning the future of the organization?
Well, I don't know. I know that it works, but I don't know the specific statistics.
Yes, I think so too.
But just imagine that if you're envisioning it for yourself and you work towards it, your focus will be so there that you will spread it around you more often because you will discuss it more often. And that will definitely mean you'll have a bigger impact that way.
True. True. I'm also
what you could
about
do with your people, if you're a leader, you could do that visualization with your people and just take them through it, saying like, oh, what if, and then paint that future.
Yeah, yeah. And someone else has also asked, I'm also curious about connecting and sharing. How would I do that in a morning setting? Connecting and sharing.
Well, the connecting and sharing, that was the energy sharing.
I
That
think
was
so,
sharing
yes.
the positive energy towards people, compassion, passion, the qualities.
Okay. And thank you, Carola. Yes. And after which everything is like so much of thank. Yes, there's a question. There'll be some cases where we have to omit one goal to achieve the other goal. What should we do to achieve them both? That's critical for me. There will be some cases where we have to omit one goal. I mean, we have to avoid or put away one goal to achieve the other goal. What should we do to achieve them both?
Yeah, I would really sit down and think about what's going on. I know, for instance, that a lot of people are struggling between goals for private life and work life.
Yes.
You have to come at peace in what your actual focus will be, and decide in how much one thing is important and the other is important, and see how you can adjust your goals. So perhaps you have a lesser level of both. That's the case.
Okay, I think so far that's a question. Everything else is, oh, Tim has done a sketch note, or he shared something. And even before that, Natasha has also made her graphic recording. Let me just share it a little bit for everyone to see, and then we will further take more questions.
You are sharing it on a screen share, Agalya?
Yes.
Okay.
So that was Natasha's live scribe today.
Oh, wow.
Wow, this is lovely.
Amazing, Natasha.
It's lovely, Natasha. Thank you so much. And participants, for few of your questions about the presentation, yes, the presentations will be sent to you, and also the cloud record and the recordings will be sent to you, each one of you, and to the speaker also. We will also be sharing this graphic input at the same time, a little bit of documentation at the end of the 10 days bootcamp. Everything in one blog for you to see. Or if I'm not wrong, Piyush, could you explain about the YouTube thing that you were talking about?
Yeah, so all the videos, all the sessions are getting recorded, and I'll try my best to upload it today itself, but then I don't take that commitment because I'll be busy with other stuffs as well. So I will be at least doing it. You will be getting all the recordings on 11th. So after the boot camp for sure, but I'll try my best to do it today. And if I'm able to do it, I'll share the link on WhatsApp group tomorrow itself, or maybe at night tonight as well. Sure. So yeah, this was about the recording, but my request to you will be that be on the WhatsApp group. Every important thing will be shared on the WhatsApp group and not on emails and nowhere else, only on the WhatsApp group.
Yeah. And Piyush, if you can share the forms so we can also talk about it, the Google form. There's a feedback form that we have constructed to understand how the session went and for us to know also. Do drop in your feedbacks at the chat. Definitely, we would like to go through them. But if you can also fill in the form, that will be great.
It has only 3 questions, and trust me, it won't take you more than 8.5 seconds. Precisely. It has only 3 questions, and that too just a bullet mark. So take around 1 minute and you will be done, I'm pretty sure.
Sure. So please feel free to drop in your comments in the chat box also. And very much we would like to have the feedback, because this is the beginning of the boot camp, and the more feedbacks you give about certain things, it will help us improve also. Like today we had issues with the breakout, and of course we are going to work on it so that it doesn't happen next time. So positively, any comments that you have, you can always leave it in the group chat. At the same time, fill in your forms for feedback also. So tomorrow, I'm going to take a session on collaborative leadership, where I'm going to talk about a little bit of mental model and metaphors. That's about tomorrow. If you have any more questions for today, you can still talk. Carola is already there. You can still let us know if there is questions, and she's available to talk. We have 5 more hours before we close.
Minutes.
Is there anything? Yes, please.
And then we have a picture time as well.
Oh yeah. Yes. Any questions, anyone? I have 32 minutes.
I think somebody else wants to send a chat.
We can all open our cameras. This is the time that we open our cameras. So let's see all of us.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Please explain point 2 on the slide.
Yes. Point 2. Carola, that's a message for you. Please explain point 2 on the slide.
I think that's what is point 2 on the slide?
So when you say point 2, what does it link to? Could you be more specific?
That question seems to keep coming back, right? The connection and share. That part was where we let our energy into our skull, through our body, circling back, healing our body, mind, and thoughts. And that was connection to self, and then share it out to the world with strengthening the qualities of others.
Okay, on the priming slide, the again another. Yes, so got it. Thank you, thank you. And there's one question to you, Piyush. I can't switch on my camera, which I think is a technical issue. We have to deal it back in. But it's there.
Yeah, your camera is on, but yeah, I see it on.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you want me to? I can see you, Agalya. I can see you.
No, it's from another person. I forgot his name. I think Tarun. Tarun has said that message. Okay.
Okay. So
Thank
shall
you.
we?
Now
shall
let's just take the control over the camera from our end, and let's see all of them.
Yeah, they all have their cameras open. And people, thank you so much for today's session, attending the session. Agalya, you want to introduce our new symbol, the photo symbol?
It's like this. It's visuals at work W.
So we all do like this.
If we all can do this, yes.
Yeah, and we will do it because there are so many people. So I'm taking a
Yeah.
screenshot. So wait for at least wait for at least 3 seconds, and I'm taking a picture of everyone. So it's this one, and you can unmute and shout as well if you wish. So this is our moment. Okay, so visuals at work. I'm taking screenshots. I keep doing it.
Yay!
Yay! Oh.
Visuals at work. Oh, visuals at work. Yay!
And this is a commitment symbol as well. Whoever is doing this is now committed that he will try his best to use visuals at work.
Yes.
This came later. This came later. Huh?
Yeah, this came later. I agreed.
Before telling you that it was a swear symbol.
I know.
That is a trap, everyone.
We trapped you.
Trapped.
Good.
Cool.
Thank you.
Yeah, I have taken the screenshots.
Thank you so much.
You.
And thank you, everyone. Thanks a lot for today. And tomorrow, as always, it's the same time, 6 o'clock Indian Standard and 2:30 Amsterdam time. We will look forward to seeing you and more people also. Thank you.
Anyone is joining ATD virtual conference?
What?
Anyone is joining ATD virtual conference?
I don't get it.
ADT. You can share the link in the chat.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. Bye.
Okay.
See you back tomorrow. Bye. Take care. Bye.
Thanks,
Bye.
Carola. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Carola. Thank you so much.
Yeah, shall we close it?
I think so, yeah. I just sent you another one sooner.
Yeah. Hey, Philip, thanks for being there, Philip.
Yeah, it was,
you were a great confidence that you were there. So we could.
Yeah, sorry I couldn't help more with some of the tech. We can talk, chat over WhatsApp about some thoughts. But great job. It's great.
Thank you, Philip. Thank you, Deepak sir. Thank you.
Great job. Yeah.
Thank you,
Okay.
Deepak. And thanks Tim for joining and staying till the end. Thanks a lot, and thanks a lot for the video also.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Bye.
Bye. See you all tomorrow.
See you all tomorrow. Yes. I'll just close the meeting for now.
Yeah.